Welcome to Is This Good? The show where we boldly, conclusively, and scientifically decide what things in this big, wide world are good. I'm Matt Austin, and with me are three amazing panelists from No Dunks, Tass Mellis, Jay Skeets, and Jason Doyle. Welcome to Is This Good?
Yes!
Feels good to be on Is This Good, I'll tell you that.
Finally, I'm on this show. I didn't think you were ever going to invite me.
Well, JD said I had to. I had to have everyone.
I'm ready to ruin this show, man. I'm ready to just bury this show 3 episodes in. No one's gonna like it.
Let's take it way down. Just a reminder for people, if you have topics for a future show, and you've been great at sending them in, but I want more, send them to me at StartersMatt on Twitter, or email us at isthisgoodpod@gmail.com. Again, the premise of the show is very simple. I know Skeets and Tass, you've never been on before, but I'm going to give you a topic, and you tell me if it's good. But before we get to this week's topics, a little bit of follow-up. Last week we discussed Red Hot Chili Peppers, Is This Good? And somehow, by some stroke of coincidence, kismet perhaps, Skeets, you were at a Red Hot Chili Peppers concert the night before we did that podcast. So I ask you, Red Hot Chili Peppers, are they good?
Yeah, they are. And I'm not even a big Red Hot Chili Peppers fan. I went with my buddy Grish, our buddy Grish, your buddy Grish. It was his birthday concert.
You threw himself a birthday concert.
Yeah, and he is a diehard Chili Peppers fan. And he has been, I think he said now this may have been his 7th or 8th.
Oh my.
Red Hot Chili Peppers concert. Yeah, this is his favorite band. So he got great seats. He bought them for himself, and I went along. We were like 9 rows back, and it was awesome. Like, they do put on a good show. No, there wasn't a lot of, hey, Atlanta, thanks for coming out. Lee would have left, but like the visuals, the music, of course, the crowd, we were very drunk. The edibles were hitting, and we had a
shirts off. You had your shirts off.
Well, okay, quick story, if I can, Matt, here. Grish was next level, and he wanted to take a photo of us with our shirts off. It's the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I think he had done it once before with our friend Paul. I'm like, yeah, let's do it. But I also couldn't hear him because it was loud as, fuck. So I was like, he's taking his shirt off, and then he's like, saying this to me. I'm like, what? And I'm like, so I didn't do anything. I didn't take my shirt off. And then he put his shirt back on, and then like flash forward like 45 minutes later, he takes his shirt off again. Maybe it's a little quieter. Maybe my ears have adjusted. I'm like, oh, you want to take... Okay, so I take my shirt off. Yeah, let's take a photo. It'd be hilarious. I put my shirt back on. Wow. There's my shirt. Oh. So when Dave had his shirt off, I picked up his shirt and jokingly pretended to throw it into the crowd. I obviously didn't. I mean, I'm not that crazy. So I give him back his shirt. He puts it on. The third time at this show, he eventually takes his shirt off. And again, I pretend to throw it, and he has a laugh, and I don't. And then he just decides, why not? He takes his own shirt, guys, and chucks it. 20 rows, it's gone. Like, there's no way it's coming back. So I'm immediately going like, now we can't go to a bar after the show. I don't even know if they'll let us in an Uber. I don't know what the rules are for wearing it. I'm like, this is going to get interesting. But I said to him...
It'd be great if he could put his arms through a mask, and then just have having like a little bandeau across his chest.
So I said, don't worry. I'm going to find you a shirt before we leave this concert.
Oh, right. He was already probably planning on buying the new Red Hot Chili Peppers shirt.
He was already wearing a Red Hot Chili Peppers t-shirt.
I know.
So I was like, I'll find you a shirt. Show ends. Everybody's filing out, very slowly. Like, it's like, I don't know, 50,000 people. And I see like 10 rows that are now empty, basically. I see like what appears to be a shirt. I'm like, it's like just this red shirt. I'm like, I jump over a bunch of rows. I grab it. I'm like, Dave, I found your shirt, because another guy was coming, I think, to grab his actual shirt. And I'm like, no, this is my buddy's. And the guy was super confused. But I was so confident that it was Dave's shirt. He was like, I guess it's his. Anyway, it was just a plain red shirt, but no sleeves. So Dave was then walking around that for the rest of the night. And that's the story. But Red Hot Chili Peppers, yes. Good.
Luckily, if he'd taken off his pants, he would have been wearing a sock.
That's right. That's right. But I've been loving the show, Matt, and in listening to the last couple, I'm listening going, I'm fuming at times. Like, I want to get in on this conversation. So could I just weigh in on a couple? I don't want to like derail this podcast here, but like just a few quick like rapid fire thoughts on some of the ones you've already done. Is that fine?
Yeah, as long as in post we go back and cut out the Red Hot Chili Pepper story.
Okay. Well, is that a cool story, bro? I mean,
No, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I any Grish story where he decides he's having so much fun that he has to do something crazy like that.
It was. I couldn't believe he chucked it.
Grish was cool. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. It started raining a little bit too. Yeah. Okay. Wearing flip-flops to a non-beach restaurant. Disgusting and also lazy. That's the key word with that. That's just straight up lazy to me. So I'm down on that, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a connection to that in one of our topics that we get to, which is the opposite of lazy. I'm gonna integrate it. I'm not gonna talk about every single one. Actually, I have some opinions. Go ahead.
Okay. Throwing deuces in photos. I'll be honest, I felt attacked listening to that one
you're
on a
deuce,
show that I
man.
wasn't on. Yeah. So throw the deuces.
I think we said it was good.
You did. I was
Yeah.
genuinely shocked that everybody seemed to be good. Getting someone's autograph, ridiculous, and I would even double down, pathetic, even if you're a kid. Yes,
Yeah,
it's
I'm
pointless.
with you.
I
Yes.
did it. I've got like Shaw Claire's autograph. Remember that
That's a
Canadian
good one,
rapper?
actually.
I mean, no, it's not.
Yes, it is. That's
No.
great. Don't pick on kids.
No.
That's like JD getting mad at that kid who wanted a John Morant jersey or Steph Curry jersey, whatever it was. You're picking on some 10-year-old kid. It's a child.
A jersey makes way more sense than a scribble on a piece of paper or cardboard or whatever.
I've signed
If
it.
I had a napkin that said "Let's ride" and then Claire signed it underneath, that would be
If
pretty
he
cool.
added that, yeah, let's ride Matthew. Okay, that's specific.
Hey Matt, let's ride. Shot Claire.
And then the final one that I was just adamant about: online grocery shopping, absolutely good. I think it's a slippery slope. Once you start doing it, it's tough to go back. And I just find grocery shopping in general one of the worst things you have to do. One of the worst chores, if you want to call it that, as an adult. So all in on somebody else grabbing it for me and bringing it to my house. So,
Yeah.
those were the ones I was really adamant about.
I think I was a little confused because I was thinking Instacart type stuff, but I guess you can shop online and then go to the grocery store to pick it up, right?
Yeah.
So
Oh, that's not what I was talking about though.
you're
But,
talking delivery.
Straight delivery.
Delivery, yeah. But Skeets, thank you, because if someone's tuning in for the first time, you've just done a nice last week on, So now everyone knows where we are. Now we can get into the new topics.
Actually, I'll add one more. Hold on.
Okay.
Skeets didn't cover. Skeets didn't cover one.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm sabotaging. You didn't cover tapbacks.
Yeah.
You didn't cover that one, which I was shocked that Matt was okay with, is good with, because once upon a time, Matt despised tapbacks. He couldn't stand it. He just didn't think it was enough of a gesture when he made a joke. He made an online joke. If you just gave it a thumb or a finger, ha. He needed you to say ha ha in a separate message.
Right.
Once upon a time. So all that to say, you've grown, Matt.
Well, I have grown. I think you might actually be confusing that, because I didn't use tapbacks when we were together. That's been a sort of post 2019 thing for me. But
I'm not
I used to rail against the laugh crying emoji as a response to a joke, because I found that I thought it was mocking. I thought everyone was mocking me, it was a mocking expression. But I've grown on that.
A lot.
I use that now.
It's projecting onto an emoji.
Yeah.
Wow.
The Slack tap back, I think, was something.
Maybe it was a Slack tap back.
Yeah.
Sure.
Tap back. Tap that.
Just Matt, before you get to the first one of the new show here, though, have you been
Did you know
surprised?
you can't talk on a show, Matt, and
I actually can't tell if you guys are doing a bit. You guys are in the same room. So before he starts, hey, let's fuck with him. Let's not let him get to the first topic.
First off, what's the rush? Where do we gotta be?
I didn't say there's a rush.
Let's relax. I haven't seen you in a while.
Matt's a tight man. He likes tight segments.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pee soon. So let's speed it up.
No, I wanted to know: have you been surprised, Matt, by sort of the overall reactions from everybody else that's been on the show? Because it feels like there's been more of a positive vibe to a lot of the topics
than we expected.
Than negative. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I'm gonna change that today, but yeah, I feel like there's been a lot of generally this is good, 3 out of 4, if not everybody, on a lot of the topics. Am I wrong?
No, I've been a little bit surprised, but I feel like I've gone half-half.
Okay.
But Tass, you're saying I've changed. I'm a positive Pete. That's why I'm not doing the complaint today. What do you want? I can't complain every week. I can't find stuff to complain about performatively. Right. It's got to be real, and I'm too positive now. Except for today, where I might be angry about something.
Yeah. Well, it's because you got range. You can be mad. You can be positive Pete.
It's like a crying emoji. It can mean many things.
Yeah, it can.
All right, let's do it.
Oh, hold on.
Okay, you're ready?
What? I'm not ready.
Oh, okay.
Okay, JD.
Yeah, I just want a quick follow-up.
Follow-up, you've been on both shows.
I know, but there's a follow-up.
Has anyone ever walked off their own show?
Now, real quick, I just remembered this, and I grabbed it while you guys were talking. Lee put out a request to specifically Sergio to come up with a Photoshop of me driving barefoot.
Oh, yeah.
And, wow, did he ever come through?
Yeah, but
here I
do.
am,
Yeah.
a live-action Fred Flintstone.
So you're John Goodman.
I'm John Goodman. Again, I got to get on that Peloton, obviously, but still, this is awesome. I love this.
That's great.
I don't even know where he got this picture.
Of you?
Yeah. I mean, it's obviously me, but I don't remember posting a photo of me in that hat.
True, in the hat? Yeah.
Yeah, it's not, yeah. I mean, I love that hat, but I got to get the Fred Flintstone smock to go with it.
I like this picture is like Newsies X Flintstones.
Yeah.
It's a collab.
Read all about it on a tablet.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly. Can I proceed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Oh, give me a topic. You tell me if it's good. Okay, here we go. First topic before anyone else can jump in. Wearing shoes in someone's house when they're hosting a party/dinner party. Is this good?
Wow, that little specific part at the end there, when someone's hosting a party.
I'm going to tell you why I narrowed it down to that, because I think that's the most interesting and debatable part. Mm-hmm. Obviously, what we're not talking about is obviously certain cultures. It's a no shoes in the house. It's not up for discussion. Obviously, we understand that. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about someone you know that is not part of one of those cultures. They're inviting you over for a party, and they say, "Shoes off," or no, should wearing shoes in their house, is that a good thing? Oh my! See, you screwed me up so much at the start of this goddamn podcast. I was hosting this thing flawlessly until you two, again, Statler and Waldorfs came on. Wearing shoes in someone's house when they're hosting a party/dinner party, is this good?
I think you overthought this one. I think there's no doubt this is good. Of course you're going to wear shoes at a dinner party.
At the party, okay.
If we were talking just in their homes, then that's a different story, obviously. Just wearing shoes in people's homes. I think that's more debatable, but this one is definitely good. First, it just feels like more of a party when you have shoes on.
Totally.
That's more of a shindig.
Totally.
Shoes are part of the fit.
Yep.
As well.
Yep.
I'm not a hey, look at my cool socks type of guy, but so I'm not. I'd rather have my shoes on.
Yep.
You're going to be standing a lot at a party. You're hanging around, having a crudité. You're having a piece of celery at the veggie platter. So that's you'd rather be.
It's more comfortable.
It's way more comfortable.
Well, depending on the shoes, I guess. High heels are not going to be.
That's true.
As comfortable.
That's true. But those are part of the fit.
Yep.
One of the things I didn't like about the first two shows, Matt, all the foot talk. But I got to bring it back to that now. If you wear shoes at someone else's house, if it's a summer party, you're eliminating the chance of seeing feet. No feet. We're not seeing Fred Flintstone feet. So that's a huge positive. Feet are ugly. I don't know why no one made that point on the first episode of Is This Good? Feet are ugly.
Taz, if feet are so ugly, why are they so good to jerk off to?
Easy, Rex Ryan.
Yes. All those foot fetishists out there, they know that feet are disgusting and ugly, and I guess that's part of the fetish.
The kink,
they're so gross. So put on some shoes. And I mean, that's mainly why. And also, I don't want to wear socks in a house where there's a bunch of shoes. Now my socks are dirty, and that will result in the inside of my shoes being dirty as well. And maybe I know that that's not really my strong point, but go ahead.
Well, okay, I understand. You don't want to get some pet hair on your precious sockies, but you say it's obvious, but the internet really disagrees with you. I mean, there's a ton of articles about how disgusting your shoes are because you're obviously using them to walk on city streets.
Yes.
Dragging bacteria through the house, dragging dirt, dragging mud. I mean, everyone on this panel is Canadian.
Yeah.
I think it's more in Canada because there's so much rain and snow and slush. It's more commonly accepted that you would not wear shoes in someone's house. It was really only till till we moved to America, where it seemed to be more common that people would not ask you nor want you to take their shoes off when you entered their house.
100%.
So I mean, I know you're saying it's obvious, but
for the party aspect, when we're talking just in a regular home, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's why I wanted to push it, because it seemed to be that everyone was saying, no, you should absolutely not wear shoes in someone else's house. So that's why I wanted to push it towards this. With those people that are so militant against shoe wearing indoors, say even if they're inviting you over to their house for a party, you should take them off. I suspect many would say that.
Isn't the first thing you have to do if you were to show up at a party or a dinner party, whatever, you look at the hosts and what they're wearing? Like the host
What
has
if the
to
host in the
dictate,
kitchen?
Well, come here, come on over. Like, put your foot up above the counter. Let's see. I want to know if the host is wearing shoes.
They're setting the tone.
That's
for
what
you.
I got to know. Because if they're not, then it's confusing. Then we have to do the shoes on, shoes off. Are we doing that? It's fine with me, but I just got to know. I don't really want to in a house party. It's just like a rule. Like if you're having a party, you're going to be cleaning up anyway. It's just a part of it. And it's just like, I'm with you, the fit, the ease, the in and out of doors, whatever. Like maybe the party spills to the back and in and there's all that. Like it just gets annoying having to put your shoes on and off when you're having a party.
I will say, Matt, the people are agreeing with you that it's a polarizing topic. We're basically at about 50-50 here right now. Wow. Although I will back my Greek man here, Athanasios Matsoulas. Party equals shoes, get together equals socks. You know, you're elevating your event.
I like that.
So but does that mean number of people? Because like, let's say I have 4 people over for dinner versus 4 people over to, I don't know, watch a basketball game. Is that, so then one is yes, one is no? Is it because people are going to be dressed more formally? What if it's a casual dinner party?
The amount of people might be the answer. I don't mind that.
So wouldn't you,
because
but
I also
party
don't,
implies
I don't
more
want,
people. Wouldn't you want less shoes if there was more people? Because that's more dirt.
But okay, look, I think there is a, like, if it's raining out, then this throws everything out the window.
Okay.
Throw the shoes out the window at that point, because then it's like, it should be common knowledge. I mean, if your feet are soaking wet,
Yeah,
because you've come from whatever.
Well, that's why you have a doormat and you scrape them off.
That's
Or that's why you wear galoshes.
oh, those like condoms for your
Yeah.
for your shoes or your boots and stuff. Yeah. No, I think if the weather is if it's a summer, if it's not raining, it's not snowing, and you're having a party, and it's a party. So what's a party? 8 people?
That's a vision of how old we are. A party is 8 people. I mean, Skeets used to throw house parties in your hometown of Stratford. You've thrown some what you tell me are legendary parties. Parties that paid for trips for you.
No, I'm saying what's the minimum number to constitute a party? Like, what is it? JD?
I'm going 12.
12, okay.
Wow.
I'm trying to find the number. I'm trying to talk it out. I'm just...
When you were throwing
I think
parties,
12.
Party of 5 was a great show.
Party of 5, not
Jennifer
a party.
Love Hewitt is welcome to wear her pumps in my home. Whoever played Lacey Chabert, though,
Ooh.
I'm sorry, you're going sockless.
Wow. JD,
where are you on
yeah.
this one?
Yeah, I'm a little torn because when we first moved here, I would automatically take my shoes off going into a house because it's just our custom, right? I mean, as Matt says, and
that's so
people
true.
were-
Like, JD, my house was a shithole. My first house growing up in Canada.
Yeah.
And we took off our shoes.
Yes.
There's no reason. It wasn't nice, but we still took off our shoes. So that just illustrates your point there in Canada. Yeah.
Yeah, so I felt weird, and in fact, I was shamed a few times. Like, what are you doing? Like, walking around with... This guy's in his sock feet over here. I'm like, whoops.
He's going to slip and break his neck. We're going to be liable.
Well, yeah. It's so litigious, this country. But now that I've gotten used to it, it's just way better. It's just way better. I hate taking my shoes off. Because, sometimes I'm in a high-top Converse that I have to, completely, sit on a bench to get off. And then getting back out is even worse. It's like, me, I like to get out. Like,
Yeah,
see
you can't
ya.
ghost as quick.
Okay, ghost. You gotta sit there.
Yeah, the dog's taking one of your shoes, is gnawing on it in some room that's closed to the party goers.
That's right. That's right. And I got Rachel, who's in her 18-hole Doc Martens, and it's like lacing up a pro skater before they're going out. So,
Oh yeah, if you're an emo couple, those are hard shoes to take off.
can you imagine goths? Ugh.
You basically have to show
Yeah, exactly.
so you have to show up to the party, you take off your shoes, and then they take so long to put on that you have to just immediately start lacing your shoes because it's going to take a couple of hours until you can leave. Wow.
That's right. And also,
I guarantee you, if there's a goth party, like I'm sure goths have goth friends, they're not taking their shoes off.
I would doubt it.
yeah, I mean,
But don't you feel weird, party or not, walking in someone's house on carpet in your shoe?
yes.
That feels
Very
weird. Now you feel
Yeah.
like you're doing something you shouldn't. But they're
Yeah.
cool with it, especially in America. Like
They want it.
Yeah.
And in a way, it's almost more like feet don't gross me out at all, Tass. I don't know. Like, you know,
I don't
there
know.
are
I'm
some
looking
gross
at. I'm
feet.
literally looking at yours right
Well,
now, Jimmy.
I feel attacked, to be honest, because I'm in my house, but it's also a workplace. But I'm
But what do you
free-
wear? Are you barefoot?
Yeah,
Of course.
he's straight barefoot.
You're barefoot?
Can he lift
Let's
his
see.
foot?
Hey, host. Hey, host, get your foot
He's
up.
at a
He
standing desk.
doesn't have the hip flexor strength to lift his
Oh,
leg up there high.
he's lowering.
Well,
He's lowering
did
the
leg
desk.
day today.
Come on.
Oh, he's balancing on one foot. There's
Okay,
the
this
foot.
Look, my
This is what
camera's
you
going-
miss if you're not watching the show on YouTube. JD has a standing desk that he's just pressed whatever hydraulic is involved to lower the desk so the camera could lower enough that he could lift his leg and show us his bare feet.
Which also
right.
lowered my camera.
I can't, yeah.
I was actually impressed with that 1 foot balance.
Too high. Whoops.
Oh, whoa,
man.
we're going real high.
All right, keep talking. Here we go.
Okay, who's I know I certainly have gotten caught going to a party where, you know, especially in the summer, I'm not thinking about it. And I get to the front, I see everyone's shoes are by the door, so I take off my shoes and I'm like, oh shit, I'm wearing those little no-show
Oh, the hoofs.
socks,
Oh.
those little like stockings,
The
and
worst.
then, I mean, then it's like then you got to take them off. Too.
I go barefoot, and I was.
and you got to
wow.
go barefoot.
You have to.
Yeah.
I mean, I've done it at your house before. I wanted to ask you right here, right now, because I've never had the guts to look in the eye patch. Wearing those little no-show, whatever, socks that look
Yeah.
like little hooves, they look disgusting.
What do you mean they look disgusting?
They look
They do. They look
ridiculous.
Cass, someone literally, because these people whose house I went to, they literally sent me a meme that was like, the caption was like, you know you're about to have bad sex if the guy's wearing these, and it's just a picture of those little sockies.
But then this is interesting because I will take them off at your house, but now hearing you, like, and I have ugly feet,
Nah,
like, don't
I
get me
would-
wrong. But like, what's worse, me walking around in deer hooves or barefoot?
No, that is so 2020 to belittle those socks. Those are fine now.
they're bad. They're bad.
No, people didn't like them beforehand, but I think I'm more comfortable even wearing them anywhere now.
The whole point of them is to look like you're not wearing socks.
Exactly.
Like,
That's a fair
that's
point.
the point.
That's a fair point. But I'll say it again: feet are ugly. As you can, as well kept as they could possibly be, they're still uglier than a hoof, as you said.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, I have to say, I've been most surprised about this one than any other topic we've done, because I agree that it's good, but I thought I was going to get a lot of pushback. Just from what I was reading online, it was like, you're an animal if you wear your shoes indoors. But I think part of
It's
the
a part. If
It's
it's a
cultural.
party,
It's so cultural.
I'm in on party. I mean, we when was it? We had a New Year's party, small gathering at my place.
Was it 7
people,
people?
I would say, from
was-
the images I saw.
It was well, Tess, you were there. It was 7 or 8, maybe more.
I'd
8 to
say
10.
three couples and one single, maybe.
No, maybe it was
So
7.
That's a get together.
A dog.
Okay, that's a
And a
New
dog.
Year's get together.
Does Luna count?
Anyway, the point is, in my house, your shoes are always off, but not that night because we're partying, because we're dancing.
What an animal this guy is.
Because we're getting down. I want everyone to feel a little more comfortable because you got your fits, like Taz said. That's New Year's. Everyone's dressed a little more nicer. So, yeah, shoes were on that night.
And you know what else there is at parties? Broken glass
Oh, come
Come on.
and spillies.
Let's soak it up with your sock. It'd be better, wouldn't it?
Though I guess some people like to dance like us in a 50s sock hop, like a twist manner where it's easier to get that That's slipperiness. But Tassie, what are the people saying? I have no idea. Wow. I think they're going to say not good, but what are they saying?
Barely, but barely.
Wow.
52% not good, and 48% say good. I would say, a huge part is a Canadian contingent coming through here. Never wear shoes.
Right.
Ever in any situation. Javante Music, for instance, saying shoes are disgusting. That's a straight up comment. Shoes.
I mean, they
disgusting.
are, but that's not the point. I mean, they are disgusting, but I mean, you're having a party. It's people might puke. People might break glass. They might spill a drink on your precious Crate and Barrel white couch.
Yeah,
that's part of having a party.
I think, this is me, shoes are fine, bare feet are fine, socks, those are the gross one. That's gross.
Okay.
Socks stink. They stink. You get
they
enough.
do stink.
Yeah. Have you ever been like
stink, but
après ski
cotton.
or something, and you're at a lodge and everybody's got their kick off their boots, but then they're heating up those woolly socks at a fire. It's like, it's brutal.
So you're fine with me wearing ski boots in your house?
I would rather the ski boots. Rather the ski boots.
All right.
Very good.
Yeah, a very hot après ski venue is JD's basement.
On the poll though, Tass, did you add the party part?
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it. Okay, I think I'm good with it for a party, but it has to be at least 7 people or a big event like New Year's. And not
Okay. Let's move on. Let's move on to the next topic. Unless, Skeets, there was any topics from a couple weeks ago that you wanted to.
Well, I mean, calling chefs chef when you don't work for them, honestly, great. I think
It's great. Okay. The next topic was sent in by Alan P. via email. And he says, adults who love Disney World, aka Disney adults, is this good? I'll just quickly say he added childless adults, but I think for our purposes, we can also talk about adults that have kids but go to Disney World without their children. So Disney adults, is this good?
Has, show of hands, who has been to Disney World /land? Throw them up.
I have.
Ever?
Oh, okay, Tass has. Yeah, ever.
I have, yeah.
Just curious.
I have.
I haven't.
I have not.
Okay, we have to sit this one out.
Again,
I'm just
Canadians.
kidding.
I know.
So, are you okay with me writing on the poll adults who love Disney World? Do you want to?
I think
Yeah, no, that's
I think
totally
obsessed is the sticking point
Obsessed,
here.
yeah. I agree.
Because like no one's why would I ever be upset with someone, of course, going to Disney World with kids or not? It's and maybe some people like this. There are people that are legit obsessed. They feel like they almost live there. They're there a lot. They go all the time. It's their vacation spot. That to me is where I start going, I don't know, I'd love to understand why, but that's where I'm like, I don't know if that's good. But maybe you shouldn't be obsessed about anything.
Right. That's
Right?
fair. I went with adults who caps lock love Disney World.
Okay. It's a split difference. I like that.
Yeah, obsessed. Yeah, because I'm with you. I was there for the first time a few months ago. Hey, if you love anything that much, then I'm happy for you.
But are you not a little bit weirded out?
You're essentially saying that person's a bit of a weirdo. Like, yeah. Wait,
Well,
listen,
we're not just talking about people that are like, like I live in Los Angeles. It's not far from Disneyland. I think it's like maybe an hour, maybe a bit more. So there's a lot of people around here that I see just go on the weekend, as if it's going to the farmer's market or something. I don't think we're talking about that. I think we're talking about people that are going multiple times a year, that are spending large chunks of their paycheck on it, that are buying all the costumes, that are saying like, did you hear fireworks are back on Main Street?
Right.
They're buying timeshares. They're,
They're all in. Yeah.
they're,
you do save money though that way with the multiple visits. You can get those passes. It really helps out.
but you're also spending more money because you're going more. Anyways.
You got me.
Gotcha.
You're totally right. Yeah.
So you're basically in the let people enjoy things.
Yeah, it's like, where do you draw the line in the sand? It's like, how much do you like it? You're right. You bring up these good points. How much do you like glass blowing? It's a little strange to me, but I'll watch the Netflix show for like 4 episodes,
Right.
and then I'm like, this is too much. These people like glass blowing too much for me. Like, if you think you're Princess Leia, if you think you're Obi-Wan Kenobi, like, I can go too far. If you cosplay, that's cool. But yeah, I don't know where you draw this
Yeah, but
line in the
the
sand.
difference here between loving Disney World and loving glass blowing, let's say, is one really is for children.
Right.
This is the part of this, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure there's
100%.
a huge nostalgia factor.
We talk about
There's a huge
a sport where people wear pajamas
yeah.
and we cosplay and put on basketball
Yeah,
jerseys.
absolutely. It's all ridiculous, for sure. But I mean, it's that childlike wonder that
Yeah.
people really gravitate towards. Some people that love it, where it's like, wow, what?
Okay, well, let
What's
me
missing?
counterpoint.
What am I
this for a
missing
second,
with that?
Because I think like you could say basketball is a kid's game, so it's really no different. But I think a kid can appreciate basketball on a childlike level. Like, wow, these guys are larger than life. Dunks are cool, whatever. And then as an adult, you might be able to understand the game on a different level in terms of strategy, in terms of getting to the ownership and the GM part, and drawing up plays and salary caps and the media, perspective and all that. So I don't know, like, how many other ways are there to enjoy a mouse that talks?
Well, I can't tell you because I've never.
Well,
been.
I mean, to be fair, it's more than just a mouse that talks. I mean, you're talking about.
No, that's it. That's all there is, JD.
I mean, I'm with Tass in a way. It's like if you like it, go for it. It doesn't bother me. I personally, I think I'm in your camp, Skeets, as in I don't get it.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't understand. I've never actually taken my kids, and it was sort of one of those things where it was just like, I should probably take them at some point. But now they've gotten too old, and I'm like, oh, well, we missed it, I guess. But
Have you, though? They're not adults yet. You never know. They could come back around.
yeah, maybe. Maybe I'll become that guy. Maybe I'll be that guy. I love Star Wars. I can see
told you to
myself
go.
in Star Wars.
Harry Potter? Are you a fan of that?
I'm not,
you don't
not
like
so
that?
much into the Harry Potter.
The Star Wars sets that they've built at Disney World.
It looks amazing. It looks
Amazing.
amazing.
I would say, yeah, how do you appreciate it, to answer your question, Matt, in a different way as an adult? I mean, you appreciate the formulation of a movie differently, I guess, but you don't have to do that at Disney World, Like, there's not really a good response to that. I guess
Okay, well, so it seems like, I mean, this show is not called Is It Okay?
Right.
If you like it, sure. It's called Is This Good? I don't know, I'm not tipping off where I'm going on this, but just to think of an example, like, I mean, you're just basically saying, like, if you enjoy it, that's fine. It's good. But let's say I drank my own pee. And I pee in bottles and I save them around the house and I drink it. I enjoy it. Would you say that's good?
Yeah, that's bad. That's
No,
bad.
that's bad.
Okay. So there is a line somewhere.
yeah.
Yeah. What exhibit at Disney World are you encouraged to piss in a bottle and drink it later?
I'm not, but much like going to Disney World's not hurting anyone, me drinking my own pee's not hurting anyone.
Right.
Could be hurting
It
you.
might be hurting you. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know the rules.
Too much ammonia.
Anyway, I think that I think the reason that people go nuts about this online in either direction, well, in the direction of it's not good or it's weird, is just that it's like the world is a big, scary, unpredictable place.
Yeah.
And I think that people think that Disney adults are sort of cowering from that scary, unpredictable adult world and finding solace in this world of magic and fairies and idealism and nostalgia.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think people are kind of just like, grow up. But I at the same time, you could say the world's a scary, unpredictable place, so I'm going to, sublimate myself into the world of the British monarchs.
Yep.
Which I guess isn't different at all from Disney, considering that everyone in Disney is a prince or a princess.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
It doesn't mean that they're not living in the real world while they're not cosplaying or they're not dressing up. You know what I mean? You can do both. Get you a Disney fan that can do both. That can be that can do that on the weekends.
Yeah. So what are the people saying, Tassie?
The people are saying it's not good. To about 2/3 of people are saying it's not.
Oh,
good.
wow.
I'm surprised by that
Okay,
too.
and it seems like
I'm not that surprised.
Okay,
It's just like, do you like Disney or not, I think is what the poll is really revealing to me. Like,
Interesting.
No, but I
No.
disagree because it's not like it's not like a hobby like glassblowing where I'm like, oh, I have no reference point. Like everyone grew up watching Disney movies, or most people,
Right.
because I understand the movies. I've seen a lot of them, but so it's even weirder that I still don't understand why someone who's 40 years old would obsess over Disney World.
Right. And also when you add, it is expensive. It is a theme park,
Yeah.
which means you're waiting a lot.
It's a giant multinational corporation.
Yes, there's that as well.
You're responding to marketing, which is fine.
Yeah.
It's not like I don't do it about other shit, but just, it's not a magical place.
No.
Right. Well, some people are convinced it is. I mean, there are some people I follow on Instagram where I am like baffled at what feels like they almost live at Disney World. Like I can't figure it out. Maybe they're just like resharing times they were there, but there are some people that are like, they're there every, like, they live in Florida, let's say, like they're there every 2 weeks.
Right.
It's like, whoa. But I know it's big. I know there's a lot to do. Is there that much to do? And master and see?
there's a lot to do.
Crazy.
Here's a point.
I haven't been, so I don't really know, but without having kids, I sort of know one of the last places I would want to go to is a place that is just completely filled with kids for a vacation.
Depending on the time of year.
Really?
We went at a great time of year. And it was March. It's perfect.
Did you wear those Disney ears, Tassie?
We got custom T-shirts made. No, we didn't.
Come on. Did you?
No.
Oh, okay.
We still have I don't even know what you call it, on a stroller, like the little carriage at the back that you Velcro on that are Disney themed, that hold your drinks, etc., that hold your junk that you buy at Disney World. Still, it feels a little weird. Like I want to take it off.
Right.
But it's very practical. But we bought so much junk. Yes, we got sucked in by advertising for sure. I will say that this comment from Min Power here in the YouTube stream, I think Disney World is a very good amusement park / immersive experience. Mm-hmm. It's true. That level of...
Yeah, why is there no Six Flag adults then?
Because it's way better than Six
Okay,
Flags.
why are there no Universal Studio adults? Maybe there are.
There are.
Well, there's Harry Potter adults.
Yeah,
Harry
I mean,
Potter
see,
world.
like there's, I think maybe Matt. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but is it too safe? Like
Too safe.
Yeah, Disney World. Like it goes to like.
Well,
you know,
of course,
like-
like Main Street is a sanitized version of America, of small town America. I
Yeah,
guess.
but like, give Goofy a weapon. Like I want to like keep my head on a swivel. Maybe I would possibly enjoy more. I
okay.
think it's like this. Matt, were you a fan of Atlantic Station in Atlanta?
No.
Why? Because it felt vanilla and
You
sterile.
bring up such a good point. When you go to somewhere in another city that's sterile, like Atlantic Station, which if you don't know is like a quote unquote live, work, play environment
Right.
where there's stores but it's like an entirely new kind of small city that was built whole cloth. But when you go to a place in a city that feels sort of fake, people go, I don't like this. It feels like Disney World.
Yeah.
Right? Like people use Disney World as a pejorative to describe a place that feels unreal. Like Vegas, for instance.
Yeah.
That's Disneyland for adults. Go there.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
That's true.
Anyways, of course, I'm on the same page as you guys. It's like, sure, if you want to go. I have zero problem with it. But I'm sort of not on the page where as long as it's something that you think that you want to do, then therefore, it therefore must be objectively good.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
I mean, you're saying, like, if you found out someone 4 vacations out of their year, they go to Disney World or Disneyland every single time, you're judging them. You're gonna be silently judging them or openly judging
not
them
like in
instead
an
of like,
aggressive
why
way, but
don't
I'm
you
gonna
go
be like,
somewhere
that's-
else or see something
That's
else?
an interesting choice. But I do the same thing. If you're a kind of person that's like, I only watch The Office. I've watched The Office 40 times. That might be a sign that maybe you have anxiety because you can't handle new things. You can't handle novelty. You need the comfort of something you already seen that knows how it ends. If you want to do it, do it. I'm not going to tell you not to.
Right.
But if I told you I love music and you said, what bands are you into? And I was like, Raffi, Fred Penner, and the Wiggles, you wouldn't be like, I guess you'd be like, okay, do it if you want. But you'd also be like, this guy doesn't have good taste in music.
My buddy Grish just went to a Kids Bop t-shirt concert and he took his shirt off and got thrown out. He got removed by security. I told him not to.
Does Kids Bop do Red Hot Chili Peppers songs?
No, they do.
They easily could because all the lyrics are ding a dang dong. Ding a dang dong.
They did the Weekend Blinding Lights as their encore.
Wow. They got an encore. Kids Bop got it.
Chris said it's like a damn concert. Like it's not a show supposed to be. It's like a real concert.
They changed the cocaine parts of Blinding Lights.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they do. I will say.
What is it, like sugar dips?
Fun dip?
Fun dip, yeah, doing rails off the
those are
little
good.
chalk thing you can eat.
I still eat those.
Oh, those are good.
I can't get away from those, Matt. I like the comfort of Fun Dip. I will say though, they do change things at Disney World.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm defending Disney World, but I will. The rides, if you're going that route,
Are
there's
the
some great
rides really good?
Yes.
Okay.
That you can go on over and over and over again, like you are. In
Look, Disney World is an idealized. This is an idealized place with no inequality, except that if you pay like $200, $300 more, you could bypass all the suckers that are waiting in line.
Yeah, that's all of it's parks now.
It's a utopia, if you will.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on from this one. Actually, JD, why don't we go to a break?
Okay.
But when we come back,
Oops.
we are gonna go.
We're going to a break.
We're going to a break.
Well.
Okay, we're going to a break. When we come back, we're going to go somewhere we have never gone on this show, somewhere very private. We're going to be going to the bathroom. Oh, stay tuned.
Whoops. You messed me up.
Oh, God.
Okay.
You messed me up. All right, here we go.
Going to a
Maybe.
break, going to a break.
Oh, here
Going
it is.
to
Wait.
a break.
Peloton.
No. Cults. There we go. I'm into them.
Cool.
If I see a doc about a cult drop, it's clear the decks, pop the corn. I'm binging them all. That's right. I watched both Nexium docs back to back. Back to back. Why am I talking about cults right now? Because, well, I'm in one. It's called The Cult of Peloton. And I'm all in, baby. It's the instructors. Each one of them is my own personal Svengali. They're so damn good. Let me shout out a couple of them. Christine Dercole. She's a short track, well, not short track, but it's a track cyclist, right? Mm-hmm. And I took a class from her the other day. It was a power zone ride, 45 minutes, and she was all based around a race in a velodrome. So that she's talking about the strategy of, each lap, you pour it on, you pull it off. And it was all in power zone. It was interesting, and I was sweating my ass off, and I loved every second of it.
That sounds awesome.
It's great. Emma Lovewell, my kid, my youngest, shredded like abs of steel. And I say, Jackson, what's your secret? Emma Lovewell, he says. You should take some of her classes. This is real. This is actual truth. Every time I walk into this classic factory, he's on the floor over there, hanging out with Emma Lovewell, doing crunches and whatever else she's got going. So I'm going to get on that. But Dennis Morton, he's my guy. He's the cadence king. The guy understands music. He's always locked in on the beat, and I need that. When the chorus hits, that's when you're pouring it on, and I love that about Dennis. And speaking of music, the variety is actually insanely good. Are you in the mood for a 90s hip-hop? To blast out the 90s hip-hop? There's a class for that. You want to belt out some Disney classics? There's a class for that. The other day, I did a 30-minute grunge ride and followed it up with a 10-minute Barbra Streisand cooldown.
What a stack.
It was awesome. I was crying my eyes out by the end of it. But that's okay. I loved it. Motivation. What moves you? Anytime, anywhere, try the Peloton bike or tread risk-free for 30 days. Learn more at onepeloton.com. New members only. Terms apply.
Need to supercharge your hiring? You need a super hiring partner. You need Indeed. Indeed is the hiring platform where you can attract, interview, and hire all in one place. Instead of spending hours on multiple job sites like a fool, searching for candidates with the right skills, Indeed's a powerful hiring partner that can help you do it all. You can find great talent faster through time-saving tools like Indeed's Instant Match, assessments, and virtual interviews. That first one, Instant Match, sees over 80% of employers get quality candidates whose resume on Indeed matches their job description the moment they sponsor a job, according to Indeed data US. There's an old saying, why work harder when you can work smarter? Well, to that I say, the smarter move is to let Indeed do the hard work for you. When you pay to post a job, Instant Match shows you candidates whose resumes on Indeed fit your description immediately after you post, so you can hire faster. Oh yeah, let's move quick, baby. Indeed is an unbelievably powerful hiring partner, delivering 4 times more hires than all the other job sites combined, according to Talent Nest in 2019. That's quite the flex. 4 times more hires than all the other job sites combined? Straight lapping the competition here. Start hiring now with a $75 sponsored job credit to upgrade your job post at Indeed.com/NoDunks. Offer good for a limited time. Claim your $75 credit now at Indeed.com/NoDunks. Indeed.com/NoDunks. Terms and conditions apply. Hit them with the tag, baby. Need to hire? You need Indeed.
Welcome back to Is This Good? Our next topic was sent in by Liam G via email. A reminder, you can send in your topic suggestions to isthisgoodpod@gmail.com. Liam G's topic: talking on the phone while sitting on the toilet. Is this good? And now Liam writes in his email, I'm a huge advocate of multitasking, and my opinion is that as long as a plop is not heard nor an echo detected, no foul is committed. I will have you know I wrote this email while sitting on the toilet in regular, not leapy position. So talking on the phone while on the toilet, is this good?
And he is saying as long as you get your butt crack in the right position to have a good slider down the bowl, no plop, you're fine. No, this is not good, Matt.
Okay, talk to me.
I mean, look, I think we're all probably guilty of being on our phones while we're sitting on the can.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, Task, we know he lives there. But talking,
Andrew.
Talking is next level because of it. That just, you should, if you're gonna do it, you should almost have to tell the person you're doing it. Business call with friends, group chat, whatever.
Oh, so where does that stop? If you're naked, do you have to tell the person on the phone? If you're
Yeah, sure. Fair point.
I just, it's even if they don't know, something just feels wrong to me about it. And nothing is that important that you have to be doing both of them at the same time. Come on.
Okay, but do you see a difference between you go to the bathroom, you're sitting on the toilet. I mean, and as men, generally, it's assumed that if you're sitting on the toilet, you're pooping. But let's say from a woman's perspective, you could be peeing too. Mm-hmm. So, two sub-questions. Does it make a difference to you if you are the one initiating the call from the toilet? You're like, oh, I got to poop. What a great time for me to get this call over with. Right. Versus you're sitting on the toilet, someone calls, and you pick up. And then second thing to answer is, does it make a difference if you're peeing and talking on the phone?
I don't think you don't need to be doing them at the same time. Now, you guys know me. I'm a quick shitter. I'm in and out. Like, I'm not going to be sitting there for 20, 30 plus minutes, which some people do. Like, people love just sitting on the can and then doing whatever they're doing. But I'm in and out. But peeing, pooing, I don't think you need to be on your phone. Talking on your phone, I think that can wait. And also, who talks on the phone now anyway? So there's that whole part.
Yeah, you say that you don't need to be doing it at the same time. I mean, I've had many of viruses this year in the last 6-7 months. I've spent a lot of time in the bathroom. That would be a lot of time wasted if I couldn't be doing things on the phone. I need to be doing. I can't waste that time.
Scrolling Instagram, playing Candy Crush. You're not involving another person.
If that person doesn't know, I think the worst part of it on the other end of the phone, excuse me, I do have a virus, is that, one more time, is that the echo. I think that's the worst part.
Oh, yeah.
That's unfortunate. But,
What, in what sense? Like the tell?
No.
This guy's on the can. I'm going, Tassie, are you calling me from the...
You don't want
I'd say
somebody to
it's
know
not-
you're on the toilet when you're talking to them on the toilet.
No, it's quite taboo.
Yeah.
But I will.
Tapu.
Taboo. I will make sure there's a mute button on the phone if I'm flushing or if I am
Yeah,
washing my hands.
Tassie, I'm with you here. I'm with you.
You
on
can't
this.
hear a flush. Yeah, no way.
No, because for me at least, like it will happen a lot that I'm either on a phone, like let's say you're calling customer service, you're on hold. You go to pee, and then they pick up. Mm-hmm. You could just press mute as they are talking, and then unmute and walk out of the bathroom, and then they're none the wiser. I mean, pooping is a little bit next level, I will say. But I mean, is it like what about texting while you're pooping? That's fine for you?
Yeah, because the person's not. It feels like the person
So
is
your
there
issue
in the
is the
room
other
with
person's
you.
awareness.
I mean, yeah. JD,
Okay.
Where do you sit on this one?
Where do I sit? Right on the fence.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
never
No. I will never. I personally am. I'm not talking on the phone while I'm shitting. There's just no way. I will text for sure. But I don't. I couldn't even do it if I was peeing, like at a urinal, at a concert or something. Like, yeah, I'll meet you up for. I couldn't do it. I don't want to talk to anybody with my dick out.
Your wife?
Oh, I'll talk to her. That's different.
But I'm with Matt in that I'm, quote unquote, running errands. If I'm talking on the phone, I am, calling.
By the way, running
a quick errand.
Is what I call having diarrhea.
No, you got a virus.
If it's
you are
solid, it's just an
running
errand. If it's a running errand, it's
yeah, that's unfortunate. I
Drop
told
the
you.
kids off at the pool. That was one of my favorite poop things. Just gotta go drop the kids off at the pool.
That's a weird one.
I know.
It's so strange.
But
Why do you say drop them off at Disney World or something? The
water park.
the water park.
Yeah.
take the flume ride. I don't know.
It's a log. Yeah.
Can you use your phone while you're using your tushy bidet? Oh, I mean that's a fun ride.
Is
Anyway,
the tushy bidet in the toilet though?
yeah.
Okay. I think it's funny because a lot of people's problems is like, oh, like your phone is so dirty if you take it into the bathroom. Like,
Come on.
oh, well, let me just read you some stats.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. But I mean, people are doing it whether you're talking or texting. It's there. I mean,
it says fecal matter can be, this is from Business Insider, fecal matter can be found on 1 out of every 6 smartphones. And it says an average mobile phone is 7 times dirtier than a toilet seat. And if you have a phone with a leather case, which I do, it's 17 times dirtier than a toilet seat.
wow.
Another study said 88% of people have used their phone while on the toilet. 46% do it every time. And I like this one because I was like, ew, I feel very seen, but in a gross way. 41% of people polled admit they've held their phones in their mouths when their hands are full.
Yeah.
What are you
Oh,
double
really? I'm the
wiping?
only one?
What are you doing? Why
No.
Just
like
in general,
general,
in
like
general.
you're carrying.
Oh, I thought you meant
you're
on
like-
the can.
Wow.
I never have.
No, I don't do that.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, me neither. Let me ask
Would
you this though.
Would you lick your phone right now? Who would be willing to lick their phone right
I
now?
like my phone.
Okay, I'll lick my phone too.
Okay.
Let me ask you this. They always compare it to a toilet seat. Toilet seat's not that dirty.
I guess
There,
not.
I said it. Because you're not shitting on the seat. You're just putting your butt cheeks.
It's the flush, JD.
The flush.
The water with your poo water going
All
everywhere.
right, I suppose.
That's what's happening.
All right.
Splashback.
But I'm down on this. I'm out. This is not good. I know, Tass, you
Yeah, I'm
you're
good.
fine
I mean,
with it.
I gotta work. I'm part of this this Western
know
this
what?
Western culture. I've got to work. I can't just sit back and waste
How
time.
long are you in there on average?
5 minutes.
Okay. You gotta work.
Yeah.
Take a break.
I
man.
always think whenever I go into the toilet, I think of Gary Vaynerchuk. I think, what would he be doing when he goes? to
He'd
the
be
bathroom?
hustling, Tass. He'd be
Exactly.
hustling. He'd be grinding. He'd be grinding out the poop and on his phone.
See,
But you got your little poop stool and everything, right? You got your feet up.
Once upon a time. I mean, I am.
Your ottoman, your poo ottoman, as I call it.
I am blessed to have children. I'm blessed to have little children, and they have their own step stools to get up to the sink. So the step stool acts as multi-purpose. Number one, you can put your feet up on it to help the evacuation process. Because it's ideal. We have friends that live by it, and it does work. Second thing, you can put your phone on it. You can put a comp on it, and I have occasionally put a computer on it in the morning. Got to work. Got to Gary V. As he said.
This guy's always working, man.
I mean, I would be wasting 10, because I'm a two-timer in the morning, 10 valuable minutes pre-show.
Sorry, what's a two-timer?
He takes 2 shits in the morning.
Like
Two morning
Two morning poops. You didn't know that was past this whole time?
Like Big No Dunks fan, two morning poops. I'm a two-timer. So I would be wasting 10 valuable minutes, Matt, and I think we're in the same boat of potential work time.
What about this?
But that's key. But hold on, you being on your phone or your computer in the can is keeping you in there even longer.
Yeah.
You know that. Okay.
And then there's just the meditative experience of evacuating your bowels, like just a time for yourself, a time to reflect.
I have a theory. You guys have families and everything. Like, you want to be in. I mean, it's a little bit of alone time, right? It's
Totally.
Like, the kids. I mean, I'm sure they still barge in and stuff, but at the most part, you're getting those 10 minutes to fire some emails and
I suppose.
and plop some.
Tassie,
prompts.
what are the people saying?
Oh, the people are saying, this is disgusting, is what they're saying. Not good. 69%.
Nice. Oh, nice.
31 say good. Those are the people I want to talk to.
Those are your people, Tassie.
31%. So are you good with this, Matt?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying not good, but I'm saying it's okay if you're peeing because it's shorter and you just put it on mute while you're tinkling. You take it off, you get it out of there.
All right.
But pooping is a bridge too far.
Okay, but if you are on hold, as you said, with a customer service line, what are you going to do? What are you going to do?
That would be a great. It depends. Like if it's an airline, go poop.
Because it takes a long time.
You're gonna be there for a while. All right, let's get to one final topic here, and that is watching English movies with subtitles on. Is this good? So, an English movie with English subtitles. Is this good?
JD, you go first on this one. What do you think?
I think it's not good, although I do it.
Okay, JD. Same. That's exactly my answer.
That's where I'm at too, guys.
There is a situation where I will never do it, and that's if I'm watching a comedy, because steps on too many jokes.
Yeah.
Steps on all the jokes, actually. But sometimes I'm watching something, I don't know, maybe I'm just getting older, but I think it's more the mix of things. Things are mixed. This is what drives me crazy as an audio person. Things that are made for TV, like Ozark, not saying that Ozark has a bad mix, but just straight to TV, a Netflix series or a HBO series, they mix them in these giant theaters, but we all watch them in our living rooms, and even
on the toilet.
But yes, on a toilet, on the subway, on whatever. But it's mixed for 10-point surround sound. But really, I just have my little sound bar if I have that, or I'm watching it with my ear pods on, and watching it on an iPad or whatever. So the mix is terrible. Like the dialogue I can't hear it. So sometimes I just gotta turn it on. And there are certain shows, and I'm pretty good with accents, but Peaky Blinders, I usually have them on.
That's a tough one.
It's a really tough one. Yeah. So, and also sometimes if something's got a really complicated plot, it's nice to have it on, because then you can. He's like, oh, what was that guy's name again? Oh, it's Bert. He said it right there. It's written right there. So yeah. But again, it's not good. It's just not good.
Yeah, because just read a book.
Yeah.
Because you really are. Now you're just reading. You're not really watching it. Yeah. How it should be.
But Skeets, you do it, and you're basically just saying it's because you're old. You're old.
No. I blame my wife 100% for this. I put up. There was a great subtitle fight of 2019 that people talk about. I don't know what the year was, but I always remember Nora was pro throwing the subtitles on. I was trying to dig my heels in. I was very much against it, because I knew, and I ended up being absolutely correct about it, as soon as we do it,
there's no
going back.
Yeah.
And I'm saying even now, I will do it without her. It's like you just get used to it. There are benefits, as you guys already laid out, or JD did, and then it's just tough to then turn those things off and go back to the way it was. But
I'm with you.
Like Matt, I'm with you. I don't like it, but I do it. Guilty as charged.
I will fist bump you. I will blame my wife as well. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. And is it a laziness now that we don't turn it off? Partly, I guess. But I despise it. Accents, of course, it's allowed.
Yeah. That's a little different.
I think, and some movies, Tenet is one that comes to mind.
Don't get me started on
the volume.
Nolan. He specifically doesn't mix dialogue right, and he won't do ADR, which is additional dialogue record. So if something's inaudible, he's like, "Fuck it, they'll get the idea." That's his attitude, and it just. What's a Dunkirk? We got what's his face, Bane, in a Spitfire. Can't understand a goddamn thing he's saying because he's got a fucking mask on.
I forgot that Tom Hardy was in both, but I literally thought you were like mashing up Batman and Dunkirk.
He sounded like Bane, didn't he?
Who could forget when the war turned for the Allies when Batman and Robin came on? Remember when they released that, like, the teaser for The Dark Knight? The scene where Bane is like being a prisoner in that airplane and then he breaks out.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's like, I literally can hear him. And Christopher Nolan's like, well, yeah, it's on purpose.
Right.
And then he finally caved to the pressure and they redid it. I mean, it's still hard to understand, but he did finally change it. But Tenet, huge. Yeah. That was a subtitles and watching, if the movie was 2 hours, you had to watch at least 4 hours of YouTube explainers to even come close on that.
I guess that was one of the positives of having the closed captioning on Tenet anyways, because you could just understand it a little bit more, because you need to know. You couldn't miss a thing.
It's funny, actually. Skeets, you mentioned having a subtitle fight. I had a subtitle fight with my wife about Tenet because she's a person who will never put the subtitles on.
Respect.
Absolutely respect, but she also can't hear at all. So it's like... she's like, turn it up. And then I'm finally like, it's not the movie, it's the guy. He doesn't want us to hear it. Let's put on the subtitles so we can understand what the fuck's going on. Like, the kids are asking all these questions. Like, honestly, I don't know what's going on. I can't hear it.
And you're distracted me. Now I can't read anything.
That's right. And also, but then, you know what? I was like, you know what? Fuck it. We're not putting on the subtitles because I'm definitely going to watch this thing again with the subtitles. Like, what do we do? Just watch. I don't know. Let's watch it again with the goddamn subtitles on. We'll just read the stupid script. Goddamn fucking Christopher Nolan.
Well, it's right. All movies should be a 2-screen experience. You should have the PDF up on an iPad, and you should be watching. But I mean, you do know that this is a common problem because a lot of TVs now come with like a feature called Clear Voice that like amplifies it or I don't know singles out the dialogue. Right. So I don't know if I guess you're right, JD, that they're mixing it for theaters and then not remixing it for. My Shamshang.
I don't know that that's the case, but that's my assumption.
No, you're totally right. That's what it's being mixed for.
And it's just their egos. It's just like, you know what? Let's mix it in. Let's mix it in whatever Dolby sound and fucking whatever your biggest room. Put us in that. Get us a cappuccino. We're gonna watch it on this awesome leather couch. It's like, why don't you just go to your fucking living room? Get a mixing board and mix it like that.
Yeah, how come? Something, JD. Hold on. When you watch a music documentary, what do the people in that documentary always say? We left the studio, we got in his car, we drove down Sunset Boulevard and cranked it to hear it how the people would be hearing it. Christopher Nolan should download Tenet onto his iPad before it's released, go to the bathroom and see if it sounds good.
Yeah.
Come on, JD. As an audio snob yourself, you don't mix this show for people without headphones. You mix it for...
What are you talking about?
Well, I know it's different. But you're quite particular about how things sound.
Yeah, I am. But I mix this show wearing earbuds. That's how I mix the show. And I squish the shit out of it.
Wow, you've changed. When have you started doing that?
Since day one,
Not
man.
a chance. You're in earbuds, man? That's why this sounds like shit.
Oh, yeah. I forgot when we were in Skeets' living room and his mix theater right next door. No, I was wearing headphones and I squish it,
headphones,
compress it.
Not buds.
Well, headphones, yeah, but
It's weird that your feet are bare, but your ears are covered.
JD, can you bring like a sound effect to all the listeners right now listening to the podcast, like from all the way from the right, and bring it all the way over to the left?
Yeah, give us the
Let's try it.
THX.
Okay,
Give us the George Lucas.
Plop, plop, plop.
Can I
plop.
do that?
Is that coming in your
Tassie,
left ear or
while
right
he's
ear?
finding one,
Plop.
can you tell us what the people are saying?
Keep going.
I can absolutely do that. Whoa, here it comes.
Plop,
It's coming
plop,
right to left
plop,
in my ear.
Plop, 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 plop. Wow, that
I
plop's
thought-
moving around the bowl.
Whoa, I thought we were getting a poop sound for sure. 62% of the people say subtitles while watching an English movie is good.
Okay.
That's high. You're just missing so much, people. You're missing the body language.
It's true, though.
Of course
true.
it
You're
is.
missing-
But hold on, there is one part I don't mind about subtitles being on, especially if you're watching like a show that definitely doesn't need it, like whatever, like some crappy reality television show, but the subtitles are still on. You get some pretty funny, like, captions.
Yeah,
like
that's
when
true.
people don't know what to put,
Right.
or there's like a sound effect or music, and like they have to illustrate it. Like I don't have one off the top of my head, but I've laughed out loud a couple of times with like whatever they've put on the screen.
One of my favorites is scoffs. You know, in square brackets. Scoffs.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what though? I wonder if people are saying this is good because this is totally a thing you see online, right? Like people are posting images from a movie with the subtitle underneath, and then they're like, and then they just write same. Like a character will be staring, and the subtitle will say like stares longingly into the distance, and then like someone will just write same. So maybe that's.
I mean, it works in like, you're right, this is interesting. The social media part, like, you know, the rehearsal, let's say, for example, like I follow like a couple meme accounts, and like all these shows that post memes and stuff, or at just like, you know, I think you should leave and stuff like that. It's the caption, the subtitles are there, so you know.
Hey,
what the heck
it's
is
Door
being
City
said.
over here.
Put the captions on that. There you
It's
go.
a visual. It's a visual joke.
Good stuff.
All right, so people say.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
What? So no, you go ahead. Because once I say what the people say, then we're moving on. So
Okay,
you
I
say
thought
what
we're not going to do the last one though. I thought
No, it's Skeets. Don't say there's a last one. Okay, you know, it's
you can't.
when you host a show. Do I do that?
Yeah, you've done that for absolutely.
Yeah, I do.
That's fine. We'll save it.
Okay, we're gonna save it. We're gonna go to break. When we come back, we're gonna have subjective trivia and a little tease. We're gonna go back to the wonderful world of Walt Disney.
Oh, man.
Helix Sleep is a premium mattress brand that provides tailored mattresses based on your unique sleep preferences. The Helix lineup includes 14 unique mattresses, including a collection of luxury models, a mattress for big and tall sleepers, and even a mattress made just for kids. And I can happily speak on that one because both of my boys sleep on a Helix mattress very comfortably every night. So how will you know which Helix mattress works best for you and your body? Well, take the Helix Sleep Quiz and find your perfect mattress in under 2 minutes. Helix knows there's no better way to test out a new mattress than by sleeping on it in your own home. Duh! That's why they offer a 100-night risk-free trial. And once again, speaking from experience, I can say that Helix is true to their word because recently, my wife and I, we purchased a Helix king-sized Moonlight mattress, and we realised after a few weeks there that it was probably a little bit soft for our preference, so we exchanged it for the Helix Midnight, which is a little bit firmer, and the process of making that exchange was as good and as easy as advertised. No stress, no awkward phone calls, you just fill out the form and bang, your exchange is done. And that, remember, was with an exchange. If you don't like your mattress at all, then you can return it and Helix will refund your entire purchase, but you're probably not going to do that because these mattresses are super, super great to sleep on. Not only is it the best mattress I have ever slept on, but the setup was fast and easy. Helix mattresses are delivered in a box and straight to your door for free. Helix is offering up to $200 off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners. Go to helixsleep.com/nodunks. With Helix, better sleep starts now.
Welcome back to Is This Good, where we have skipped a topic. Come back next week to see what it was. Was it too controversial to bring up today? Would we have all gotten canceled? I don't know. Tune in next week to find out. Skeets, you gonna be on the show next week, or is this when you're? Are you?
No, I think that's the plan. Yeah.
Oh, okay, great. Well, you'll have a crack at it next week.
All right. I can't wait.
But maybe we'll skip it next week too.
I swear to God, if you do.
Okay, let's get to subjective trivia. All right, a subjective trivia, which is just like regular trivia, except only I know the answer. Okay, today a very simple question. Who is the best Disney villain? And as always, I have the answer written on this card. I'm not cheating. Who is the best Disney villain? Why don't you guys talk it out, try to come maybe with a consensus, and then just fire them at me.
All right, can we start throwing out some Disney villains?
Jafar.
I mean, Jafar. I think Matt likes him.
Matt likes him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a sharp-witted man. I like that character.
Okay, we got Ursula. Is she a villain?
Ursula,
Little
absolutely,
Mermaid. Yeah.
yeah.
Scar.
Scar's
The
good.
Lion King. Cruel DeVille from 101
Cruella.
Dalmatians.
Yeah.
I like to call her Cruel. She's quite mean.
Wow, you're that friendly with her.
I like to call her CDV, but that's
What else? Gaston, which was like a twist villain, right?
Yeah, he ends up being the villain. Yeah, spoiler alert.
That's
or maybe the twist
all
is
I'm
that
seeing.
the Beast is not the villain.
Well, yeah.
Probably a queen or two, an evil queen in there. I don't know.
We got
Sure, a classic.
Yeah, we got
Captain Hook.
Yeah, he's definitely a villain.
Rapunzel's mom.
She's got it going on.
Mom is the villain?
I have no clue.
She's evil.
I honestly think Tass said it with his first villain.
Give me an answer.
Yeah, I think through the first two Is This Goods, no one was even close on the subjective trivia. I think we may have stepped up to the dish.
Yeah.
I think we just know him. I think it's Jafar.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my final answer. JD, can we get you on board?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Jafar.
Show it.
Okay, JD, get that gliss ready, because that's correct. The answer is Jafar.
Well done, Tassie.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Go with your gut right
First
on.
thing.
Wow.
1 F. I was surprised about
Me
that.
too.
Definitely thought it would be 2 Fs.
Okay. So why?
Yeah, I think it's Jafar. I mean, obviously, again, subjective trivia, but Aladdin, I think I was probably like 10, so I was, hit me it was there for me when I was ready for it. And I'm also, I mean, I know maybe this is cheating, but it's kind of a twofer for me, because with Jafar, you get the best sidekick, which is Iago, which is Gilbert Gottfried. I'm so ticked off, I'm molting. Jesus, that was an awful. I don't even know. I asked earlier if has anyone ever walked off their own podcast. I might walk off.
You want to try again? Gilbert
No,
Gottfried.
because I don't think I could do any better.
Than that?
I've heard you do that.
Yeah.
Or at least
You've
go
got
go get a cup from your kitchen and give us a Bane.
Well, the funny thing is, I was looking on YouTube to find like funny Iago lines, and they're all like there's a bunch of them subtitled like Iago's best joke, Iago's best line from Aladdin, and I was like, oh, maybe we could play one of these on the show when they guess it.
Yeah.
And I click on them, and it's just the filthiest Gilbert Gottfried jokes, like overlaid under Iago.
good.
I love that.
Oh, that would have been a real disaster if I just played one of these. He works blue, folks.
Yes.
Oh, very funny.
Love Gilbert Gottfried. Rest in peace. Love Iago. Love Jafar. I mean, he doesn't have an iconic song, I would say, because I was thinking Ursula has Poor Unfortunate Souls. Gaston has Gaston, which is...
Yeah.
It's a good song.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gaston's also a great villain because he's just an arrogant prick.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't have magic powers or like Ursula. He doesn't curse people.
His last name is Legume. I had no idea.
I didn't know that either.
Spelled a little differently, but yeah, L-E, capital G-U-M-E.
Like legum. But yeah, I'm going Jafar. I'm getting Iago. That's where I'm going. Did anyone have a strong opinion of a better Disney villain to them?
No, I think those are the three, really.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm struggling to even think of any other ones.
Yeah,
so.
no,
Yeah, your Lady Tremaines. Your
Who's that?
was that the one with that's Cinderella, I think.
Lady Tremaine is her name?
yeah.
Lady Tremaine is her name.
I honestly have no idea what you're
Imprisoning
talking
Cinderella
about.
is her game. I think so. I could be wrong. You guys aren't Disney
It's
adults.
Lady
What's your
Tremaine,
name?
yeah. Anastasia
that's
and
The
Drizella.
stepmother. Wicked stepmother. Call her how do we know her?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's why, yeah, Rapunzel's mom is evil, but she's also just the mom. You know, is she the villain? I would say so. Yeah.
Maleficent? Is that's Sleeping Beauty?
I mean, I guess technically.
She's got her own movie, right?
She's got her own franchise.
She was spun off. All right, well, that's subjective trivia. That's the end of the show. If you have topics, tweet them to me at StartersMatt or email us at isthisgoodpod@gmail.com. Guys, do you have anything to promote?
No. We're
Nope.
We're basically done for the week.
Well, you could go back. We did a film session on Driven yesterday.
Skeets, you could go back to a podcast you did like 2 weeks ago.
What I did?
No, you could. That's a joke about how you were going back to the topics that we'd already done.
Oh, yeah. You can go back and listen to those, as you should, if you haven't already.
You guys talked about the Kevin Durant rumor that's a non-rumor yesterday.
Look, I think everyone
Talked about
listening
the
or
bunts.
watching right now has consumed all of the no
can't assume that.
dunks / no breaks / no bunts content.
No way. This show does much better numbers than No Bunts, so it's not possible.
Well, you should go listen to Tass.
Yeah, listen to No Bunts.
To No Bunts there on Monday. And then No Breaks, yeah, you guys breaking down the 2001 shitty movie called Driven with Sly Stallone. There was a part in the podcast where you said Sly Stallone, Tass, like 8 times in the span of 20 seconds, and I was laughing my ass off. It was
Yeah, I was trying to get in under say that to Graydon, but he wasn't listening. I was trying
You
to.
said it so many times. Sly Stallone.
Anyways, there was a perfect bunt in baseball the other day. Did you see that, Matt? Are bunts good?
No, I missed it. I'm sorry.
The perfect bunt. The perfect bunt consists of the ball hitting a bag. You know,
Is that what they say? Yeah.
That's what they say, I think.
Oh, so you actually hit it with some gusto then to put it down that line.
Yeah.
Was it third base?
Like you're as big as Gaston laying down a bunt. He would lay a bunt down with some gas.
With the candlestick.
Nice.
Hey! Yeah, check out all the No Bunts.
Okay,
No
check out
Breaks.
the stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Check out the stuff and come back next week for the secret, hidden, missing topic. All right, thanks for listening. For everyone, I'm Matt Austin, and this was good. See you next week.